board members, I'm Lisa Manganello, and I'm going to give you a quick tour of Mackin Via. Now, many of you have spent time over the years in our physical libraries, and you know that the librarians have put a lot of time and attention and care into the collection that we develop. Mackin Via is a great way to extend that collection to our students, especially in a time where we're working remotely, because it gives access to ebooks and audiobooks. And because we're participating in a consortium, we are paying a fraction of the price to receive a really robust collection, but we're sharing that collection with other schools and libraries. So let me give you the tour. This is the main page that students would see. They log in with their regular email and Google passwords. When they get here, you'll notice that they can do some browsing. They can look at the newest materials in the collection. They can look at the highest rated. The collection itself is highly searchable. You can see that over to the left. We're going to look at all resources. This features over 800 different audiobooks and ebooks that the students can check out, and that's going to be growing. We also can search by category. So if you're the type of student that likes to browse and just wants to take a look at what's offered in a particular category, you can absolutely do that just as you would browse a book display in the library. This is something that's going to be growing and increasing as the librarians get more in tune with the way Mackin works. We're going to expand this for our students. Ebooks and audiobooks can be searched independently. I want to show you both, so I'm going to search through all resources. I'm going to do a search as a student would for a favorite author. So for example, I love the work of Randy Ribay, so I'm going to search for his books. After the Shop Drops is a book that we have here in the high school library. It's popular and it's frequently checked out. Online, students will notice that there are 3 copies available to them that are the ebook. Right now, there's 1 copy available. It will give them a short description and the ability to check out the book. If you click checkout, you'll notice it's now checked out to my account, and it will return automatically when the book loan is up. So the students don't have to worry about anything to do with returning this book, which is really nice. To open it so that you can see what it looks like, it searches like a regular book if you were to open it. It does have a text-to-speech component. You'll notice that here.
To Nasser, everyone's hanging their head as we trudge toward the bus, headphones on and bags slung.
Now, that's a very automated voice. It's not a traditional narration, but this is a great help and a great tool to students who may struggle with reading or may have an issue with processing the written word and are able to really benefit from hearing it spoken. There's lots of cases where that may be the case. They can even slow it down or speed it up a little bit depending on their fluency. Now, the nice thing about this is you'll notice I have a piece of text highlighted here. Anything I highlight, I can highlight and I can make a notation on. So if I want to make a notation, I can simply click on that quote. I can change the highlighting color and I can say, add to my paper. Now, I might want to make a more significant quote, but in this case, add to my paper will give us a sample so that you can see where this goes. Now, even if this book is returned, it's after the return period and it's gone back to the library and it's being used by another student, the student has access to this material because all of these quotes and all of these notes end up in their student backpack. And that notebook feature allows them to have access long-term to the excerpts that they put there. That can be a huge help if they're working on a class project and they need to show evidence from the text. This is a great way to approach that. So really helpful and allows us to really make the most of an ebook. The other thing that we can do here are audiobooks. Now, I showed you the ebook and we talked about text-to-speech. I'm going to go back to my Randy Ribay search, and he also has an audiobook. And I'm going to return this one so that it's out there for another student to borrow. The Patron Saint of Nothing is an audiobook. Right now there are 3 copies of that audiobook available. And if we click listen.
On the floor of the room my father and his 2 brothers had shared growing up, my mom held me as...
So you can hear that that's actually, instead of being that text to speech, this is a more dramatic reading. So it's really engaging. And we've never had the opportunity to offer an audiobook platform to our students. This could be hugely helpful for reluctant readers, for students that struggle with the written word. This is a game changer. So it really is a great add to that we're giving our students this year. Again, just like the other, you can absolutely make notes at any point in the text to support what you would be doing for a class project, and those are gathered in your backpack. So that's the basics of Mackin Via. The thing I really want to impress upon you is that this is a starting point for us. This consortium is giving us access to a nice collection that then the librarians are going to develop by adding ebooks and audiobooks that support our specific schools, our specific readers, our specific learning community. And that's going to allow us to really have this product become rich and engaging and something that I hope will grow for generations here at the high school. So this is just a little purchase that we've made that's going to put us on the path to some really great things. If you have any questions, I'd be glad to answer them.